Hello one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. When we last left off, we're gonna go down there eventually because there's glowy things. Dead cultists, the only good kind of cultist. Did you not notice me shooting your friends over there? What, I can't even hit that one? There we go. Death to who? You're gonna spawn something there, that's obvious. You just spawn it. Thank you. Probably a havoc for good measure. No? No! I'm surprised. We're almost out of ammo. Ooh, there was some minor tracking going on there. Grenades. Melee ones. Just back up and shoot. You know, if they were gonna choose to not be fluffy with the weapons anyways, like they are, they could have included the Space Marine shotgun and just did a shotgun thing. It's a really crappy weapon that Space Marines don't use for reasons because it's really crappy. But if they're not going to represent the melt-a-gun and the las-gun properly anyways, they might as well. There'd be more dudes down here shooting me if I didn't kill most of them already. Just saying, Space Marine shotgun. It is a thing, it's just a crappy thing. Unless you're a frickin' what you call it? What's their names? The Death Legion. The Purging Xenos Legion. It's not Death Corps, it's what were their names? Oh shoot! I'm forgetting a whole faction now. Death Watch! There we are! Unless you're Death Watch. Death Watch have badass shotguns, but that's because they have special shotguns, which are not the default shotguns. If they would include the Death Watch shotgun in this game, that'd be amazing. Can I have this? You normally take them away from me, but I want this one. Give it to me. Gthunk. Mine. You can kick with it if you wanted to. Kick. A save. I think the game assumes you've picked this up. Because it's about to send a bunch of enemies at me, I think. What do we got? A selection? Nothing I really... Ooh, I will take the ammo for the melt-a-gun, though. Just in case I didn't have full. I think I did, but... It's good if those dudes with the big power hammers show up. I don't think the range on this gun is very much to talk about, so I don't know... Oh no, it's got good range! It's a heavy bolter. It's range 36 in the game. Well, it was range 36. I haven't used one in a long time. There's never actually been a lot of reason to use the heavy bolter, at least not when I started. Maybe early 4th or before 4th, they might have been better, but most of the time when you have an option to take a heavy bolter, there's better stuff to take. I don't play guard, so maybe guard have more use for them. This is a guard mounted weapon. But Space Marines have access to them as well with their devastating units, and they're just not usually a very good choice. Okay, now that he's gone, I'm going to let this uncool and start backing up because the melee ones are going to come in. See, the whole game would be better if it was like this. With a decent weapon that does decent damage at a decent range, but most of the time we don't get these pleasantries. I want a cheat code for an infinite ammo bolter or heavy bolter. Please. please. Ay, ay, ay. What are you gonna throw at me now? Do you want me to get on the elevator? You're doing that thing again where you're not telling me. Oh no, I can use it. Kick. Bye. You're gonna spawn things on the elevator, aren't you?
This is Captain Titus.
Hello.
Captain Titus, Underhull Glance of Jove is at your disposal, Captain.
I must reach the orbital spire. Tell your pilot to make his approach.
Yes, sir.
Much better vehicle than the Valkyrie. Hopefully it'll do better. Now we are nearing the end of the game. I remember the bridge is one of the final parts. And I remember this scene is actually badass, because if you look, you can, like, at some point you can see Space Marine drop pods coming down. Look! Brothers! Blood Ravens!
We joined the Liberation Fleet at Bakar, along with a squad of Black Templars.
Yay!
The fury you showed in the Aurelian Crusade. And we will be glad to have even a few Blood Ravens with us.
You may rely on that, Captain.
Then join the forces driving into the Dune host.
Just,
Any enemies trying to follow me up the orbital spire.
None shall find us wanting.
Honor and glory, Blood Raven.
Blood Ravens are the playable chapter in the Dawn of War series. They did have a codex, and now they don't. Now they don't exist in the game, in the board game at least, in the tabletop version. You can, of course, paint your army after them and call yourself Blood Ravens, but they don't have any chapter rules. So they don't have any things attributed just to them. Like if you wanted to play Ultramarines have their own rules. So like you could specifically be Ultramarines. Blood Ravens don't have their own rules. So I need to gain some armor, brother. Notice they also said they came down with some Black Templar. My faction of choice. I am a Black Templar player. I started when they had a 4th edition codex, but I didn't start playing them till 5th. Something just hit me. I thought I had gained my armor back. I guess not. Oh wait. Unfortunately, the Black Templar's history is not a good tale. It's full of sadness and depression, but that is not a story to be told in this video.
Brothers!
It's a story I've told too many times. Just makes me sad to think about it. Moving on. It's nice to have some backup. Man, they are beating that one poor guy. But I like Blood Ravens. I like Blood Ravens a lot. If I had played the Dawn of War games before I started my Space Marine army, I probably would have made a custom Blood Raven army. I probably would have. The Blood Ravens themselves are okay, but Gabriel Angelos is just an amazing character. He is the best Space Marine captain, basically. I love my Templar too. It's just a shame that they've been treated the way they have. I know I said I wasn't going to go into it, but I have to think about it every time I bring it up. Long story short, basically we were a codex and now we're not a codex anymore. I actually kind of like Blood Ravens. In a way, Blood Ravens had it worse, because at least Black Templar have chapter tactics, which means you can have special rules that apply only to them. But in a way, the Black Templar have it worse, because what is arguably worse, to be dead or to be hospitalized on life support in a coma? Because that's basically what happened to the Black Templar. What's worse? I guess it depends on your point of view. Lot going on in this fight. I do remember this is one of the game's final fights. I don't think there's much to go after this.
Forces. Ultramarine drop pod incoming. Squad regulars making planet 4. Touchdown imminent. Ultramarines, deploy on my mark. Heavy infestation at drop point Validus. Cleanse and purge.
You can see the pods come down. It's beautiful. Very cinematic, which is not normally something I like to compliment games for being. I'm not one of those people who like using the word cinematic, but when it comes to the 40K license, because of what 40K is, what it was before it was a video game, I think being cinematic is very important to a Space Marine game. And that's one of the things that I think Dawn of War... Oh, it built up. Okay. That's one of the things that I think Dawn of War has definitely done better than this game. Dawn of War is just full of cinematography. No joke. Like at least once every 2 or 3 months, I'll just feel compelled to go on YouTube and search the same Dawn of War cutscenes that I've seen over and over and over again, just because they're like World of Warcraft cinematics, where you can just watch them over and over again because they're so well done. But as opposed to it being about World of Warcraft, which, why can't I not move forward? Really? Because of that? As opposed to it being about World of Warcraft, which I don't care about anymore, I still deeply care about 40K. And to be able to see those cutscenes, it makes me so happy. They're so well done. The original Dawn of War cutscene with the Blood Ravens charging the orcs, the Winter Assault one where they reveal the Necrons. I like the Dawn of War 2 Last Stand trailer where you got the Space Marine, the other, and the orc kind of looking at each other.
Your orders, Captain.
Contain the chaos threat here.
Understood. Thunderhawk ready for transport, Captain Titus.
I'll need all your skill, pilot.
I will take you into the Eye of Terror if you ask it, Captain.
The orbital spire will do for today.
This thing can't fly to the Eye of Terror. It's not a spaceship. That's a very dumb idea. You're a dumb pilot. And off goes the Flying Land Raider. Is that a Dark Angel's relic thing back there? It looks like one. Why do I have a Thunderhammer now? I didn't ask for a Thunderhammer. I didn't want one. Could you not?
I will hold
Great.
you as long as I can, Captain.
No, brother. Rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy. This battle is mine alone.
Yes, sir.
Enemies! Wog! I haven't forgotten. I did have to remember, but I haven't forgotten. I guess I appreciate that. Holy crap, you can do that to them. It just, the conditions have to be right. I don't like the Thunderhammer. It's too slow. And it constricts you to your non-ranged weapons, which is not a good thing in this game. All I have is me pistol. I can't drop this stupid hammer. Actually, I do have the bolter, but I got no ammo for it. Pistol it is, at least for a bit. Alley-oop! I wonder if I go backwards here. Not from this height. I'm going to fall. Whee!
Life is the Emperor's currency. Spend it well.
I didn't think it would kill you for falling. I thought it would just spawn you somewhere else. I'm not mad. I'm a little mad, but I'm not that mad.
I will hold here as long as I can, Captain.
No, brother. Rejoin our forces and bring fury to the enemy. This battle is not over.
Yes, sir.
Arguably a very Space Marine thing to say. You see how they're just tearing me apart now? This is why I'm a little mad, because I wasn't sure if I could live through this fight twice. Not as smooth as the first run, but I think it'll do. Not anymore! Well, and just like that, they have cleaved through my armor. And they all died in the process, so I don't have any health. Well, I didn't want to kill all of them. I wanted to keep one alive. Oh well. I go into this with no health. So be it.
Will not stop me, and neither will you.
Ah, I wouldn't be too confident about that. They are bloodletters. They're good at what they do, Captain. They're the best at what they do. I have a lot of problems with bloodletters. I have a lot of problems with the Demon Codex in general. I'm not sure I told the story here in these videos, but I have told it in my stories from Sector 8 videos, and I have told it in my Twitter account. For a long period of time, I actually banned Chaos, like, from myself. When I was at my game store playing 40k, I would actually not fight any Chaos armies, Marine or Demon, just because they are so wildly overpowered. It wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't fun to try to beat them, because they are completely crack overpowered. They were at the time. We moved into 8th edition and that ban has since been lifted. I haven't had much experience with them in 8th to say if they're better or worse now. Wow, they would have pushed me off the cliff with that grenade and I would have died. Ninja Gaiden style. But during 7th edition, for a very long time, I just said, if you're playing Chaos, I'm not going to waste my time playing against you, because not only will I lose, the key thing is I won't have any fun losing against you, because the deck is so stacked. I could almost fight Chaos Space Marines for a while. Chaos Demons have been a problem for a long time. I can almost fight Chaos Space Marines until the... what was it called? Trader's Hate. Until Trader's Hate came out. And once that came out, the regular Chaos Space Marine Codex just became as bad as the Demon one, if not worse. And there was also the Imperial Armory Renegade and Heretics, which was also really bad. And I knew people who played all three. I hear that shimmering sound. Are you trying to hide something from me? I hear it. But yeah, but I knew people who played Renegades and Heretics. I knew Chaos Marine players, or Chaos, and I knew Chaos Demon players. And all three of them were just impossible to deal with. Just impossible. So I gave up on that. As we move into 8th edition, a lot of my big complaints got changed. My biggest complaints with the two armies, Trader's Hate and Chaos Demons alike, was I fiercely believe the ability to spawn in new units in any codex is the most broken thing a codex can do. If we agree to play a 15,000 point game, if we agree to play a 15,000 points, I should say 1,500. 15,000 is a lot. If we agree to play a 1,500 point game, yeah, I bring 1,500 points, and you bring 1,500 points. If your 1,500 points can spawn more, let's say you spawn in a dude worth 100 points. Immediately, this has gone from a 1,500 point to to 15 or 1500 to 1500 to a 1500 versus 1600. And then if you can spawn in more and it gets worse and worse and worse, you just get more and more and more, and it's just, it's terrible.
Your brothers thought the same, traitor. Their corpses lie behind me.
Not really, they despawn after a bit. I guess they're still there. What was I rambling about? Oh yeah, the ability to spawn things. Traitors hate allowed the demon, or allowed the Space Marine regular army, or the Chaos Marine army, to spawn in cultists for basically free, and then they could also turn their cheapest dudes into demon princes and demon lords basically for free with boons. Chaos demons, of course, could just spawn in demons left and right, and they were just, it was no fun to fight such an overwhelming force. That's the most overpowered thing about those two armies. There are other things about those armies that are completely wacky OP. Thank you. Hallelujah, it's a miracle. What did you give me? Alright. I can work with this. Beep. I need to quit the next save point, which will hopefully be right now. Or not. At least I have some cover, which is important. I really should use the plasma gun here, but I don't think I can go backwards. So I need to save that for Havoc Marines. I need a save point now, game. I don't know when the last one was. Well, that's not the way to go. Can I get a save now? Uh-oh. I should have quit at the last one. I don't remember where I am now. Hopefully there'll be one sooner rather than later. Not gonna throw another one at me? I'm surprised. There we are! Save! Alright. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.